everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I have to pack one of my retail orders from my Shopify site, so I thought, look, let's just go through exactly what I do, how I pack them, and a little bit about my process, because I think that's really important. When I started actually doing retail sales and my Shopify site, I really didn't have my process down pat. I really didn't know what I was going to do. I just had an idea of making it look pretty, but you know, that's what we all want, of course, but there's a little bit of a process. You know, you have to think of, you know, packaging it, where it's going. Is it a hot climate, cold? You know, does there have glass inside? Is it a candle that's breakable that you need to put more foam or wrapping or so on? So there's lots of things to consider that I'm sure you guys have not thought of, and I definitely didn't think of. So I thought, without further ado, I'll actually just pack this order and show you what we do. So to start with, down here I do have my Shopify order. So this is basically what happens, and you'll be able to see on here the orders this person has made. Obviously I've closed over so we can't see the name due to privacy. And basically it will give you a running list of all the items that they have actually purchased. And then let me show you this bit. So down the side here it will say the numbers. So if they ordered 2, it will say like 2 of 2 or so on. But this is 1 of 1 because they've ordered 1 of each of these products. And then all we're going to do is find the box to fit it, and sometimes it is not that easy. And for me, what I actually do, I just try and make sure it's absolutely perfect before it goes in. So I double check everything before I put it into the box to go off. And this one here, I think, let me double check where it is going. So it's going to Queensland, and Queensland's quite warm. So, you know, what I actually do is a little bit of padding. It also helps with the heat and things like that as well. So, like I said, let's get going. We'll pack it and I'll explain a bit, and I'll put the camera down so that I can actually show you a little bit about the boxes I use, why I'm using them, and so on. So let's go. So now this is the first box I use. They come like this. So these are die cast boxes, and in these particular boxes, these ones are black. You can get them in craft color, white, and so on. And I'm going to stand here to do it so you can see, because when I got them I thought, how do you fold them? Like, I had no idea. But basically all we're going to do is we are just going to fold it like this, if you can see that, and then these little side flaps just kind of push in, if you can see the front, and then this bit wraps around the top. We'll push it over and it kind of holds it all in place. And let me show you inside, if you can see that inside, and then the same with this one as well. So this is this end. We'll fold that over. It's a bit hard while I'm holding it. You get the top flap here, push it over and push it in, and then basically that's your box, and then it's going to obviously go over like that. So anyway, we've got the box first, and now I'll show you exactly what I do, because I do a few little things just to make it gorgeous. Anyway, let's go. And I thought I would say as well, I think this is the 29 centimeter box. I will add the links in for you as well, from Stanley Packaging. I think they are roughly $60 for 100, so pretty cheap. Now I've got my big piece of foam. If you can see this, it comes on a roll from Stanley Packaging once again, and I'm just going to trim the side off. Now the reason I'm doing this is it actually just protects the items within it. So we will move this bit to the side. Let me move that to the side, and then I'll show you. Now also I do have my beautiful paper. So this one here is from No Issue. So you go over and check them. You can design your own paper. I think it's a couple $100. But I've had this for a while, and I cut the sheets in half because you don't need them as big as they come. And all I'm going to do is literally pop this on the inside of the box. It makes it look really nice when we wrap it around, and you'll see once I actually wrap everything how I actually do it. So like I said, let's pop the camera down and I'll show you, because it's a bit hard from this angle. So now we've got the box set to the side. I've got my No Issue paper, so I'm going to join the right pattern to the right pattern of these ones. Let me just turn this around. And this is just so I can make it longer so that it wraps around the box. And I did that so that I didn't have to buy the super expensive one as well. Because if we open it up, I'll show you, it's going to end up being like a massive big piece. So now we've got the box here. And here is the box. So first of all, I put the No Issue paper in, And hopefully I'm making this easy to see, because I know it's not. And make sure that the pattern is on the outside, because we're going to wrap that over, so you don't want it the writing backwards, because mine say Nelson Soapery and so on. So now I've got that. So now I've got my piece of foam, and that's going to go in here, and that's just going to protect it. And remember, I cut a tiny slither off the side, and that slither will go this way. So then it's basically going to be like that, and then we can pack it all up. So let me get my little sheet to the side, and I'll pop this out the way so that we know. And then we're just going to, like I said, pack everything that we need inside the box. And, you know, I'm sorry that it's a bit hard with this tricky kind of camera angle, but I hope you can kind of get the view that I'm talking about here. So I'm going to just go back and forward, and we'll get the things we need. So first of all, this person has actually got my body butter, which is my lavender. So let me grab that. And as I say, I always grab them and I double check them, and I can see that the label's fallen off. So I'm just going to get another label and pop it on. So there it is on that, because we want to make sure it's got everything. I'm going to pop it inside this box, do the box up, and then put its tag on the top, which, as all of you know, I make my own tags. So this one's just going to go onto the top of this box. I mean, you don't have to, if you don't sell them this way, just wrap it up nicely, the product, and just make it look gorgeous. So I'm going to just wrap it over the top. And with mine as well, when I wrap it over, it's sealed, so they have to break that seal to get in the box. And like I said, we're just going to pop that inside the box. And I try and make sure that all of the labels run the same way, so that it's a nice experience to open up this box as well. Now, so what I also do is I get my little piece of paper, and we know that we have already put that one in, so we just want to mark everything as we go along. So I'm just going to tick that one, and I usually circle one of one so I know what it is. And now we're just going to go and get the whipped lavender. And this lady is super lucky, because this is my last one, so we'll pop that one in there, which is the lavender soap. So I'm just going to pop that one in there. We will tick this one off. And now I'm going to get the little lemongrass body butter. So this is one that I've got on sale. These are not emulsified, so these are just the butters whipped up. They're much more oily than the emulsified ones, and I'm just getting rid of these ones. But I'm going to just wrap this up in a little piece of foam as well, just to make sure, just in case anything leaked out of that. And I did have a piece already cut, so that is super handy, isn't it? And that's the thing, everybody. I just try and make sure that it's looking super nice, because we want to make sure this is a really nice experience for somebody to open. This person has spent over $100 retail. So to me, that is a lot of money to spend retail, and I want to make sure they're getting a really nice experience, because you don't know, they may have spent quite a bit of time saving up to buy themselves something really nice. And I just think it's really important, like I said, for, you know, this whole process to be lovely. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And I try and make sure, however the box is, that I'm standing the items in, because if you put them up, you know, like at an angle, and it's a body butter, it could get hot and leak out. So I try and make sure everything stands up. And you can even put signs on to say, make sure, you know, the item's standing up, or this way up. You can put those sort of things in. Now, they've also bought some soaps, so let me grab those. So, like I said, I always check it has the back and everything. So that's the little goat's milk soap they have bought. So we will pop that one in. We will tick that off. They've also bought an evening soap and a blooming rose. So I'm going to get those. So once again, they've both all got their labels and everything else in the back. So as I said, we're going to just make sure that these ones are all beautiful. We will package these ones here up to the side. So I will tick those off so that we know. They've also bought one of my guest soaps, so which come in a little box. So I'm going to grab one of those. These ones I do in advance, and they basically have a number of soaps in here. So we're just going to pop that one on top, and you'll be able to see it actually all fits in here super well. And I do have another one which I've got to put in a cylinder package, and I'll show you how I package that one as well. And that is the Mandarin Bloom, and that is my beautiful new lotions. So this is the lotion. It comes in a little pump bottle, and at the moment, everybody, I will tell you I've been behind the scenes working with somebody, because we are going to be having all of our packages professionally done. So we're very, very excited. We're working behind the scenes. It's going to take up quite a bit of time to get them done because it's a lot of money. But I definitely feel we're at that stage in our business where we want it to look beautiful. And as many of you know, we are looking at a retail store by the end of next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of next year. So look out for that, because our store will be pink to go with my theme, of course. And hopefully it will be in Warragul, which is the town where I live. But you never know. Sometimes things happen and we have to move it somewhere else. So, but that's a very exciting news. So now I've got my little bit of paper here because I want this, this is the little bit of foam, and I want to put this inside the little packaging I've got just to make sure it's secure. And because this is glass, so you want to lie it down on something like that. Don't just pop it in a box, because you'll be all stressed when something goes wrong. So I'll grab that, and then that is the full order, and I'll show you what else I do. So this is the little boxes. I also got these from Stanley Packaging, and I tell you, I was so lucky that these fit. These are a 15 centimeter long by about 5.6 wide, I think. And it actually fits this product in it. I mean, absolutely perfect, because I tell you, I was so nervous because I just couldn't get what I wanted. So I'm just going to pop that in first. And then you can see that's going to be popped in there. And when they open it, it will look like that. And we will just close everything up. And look, it's not the most beautiful box, but it fits perfectly. So I've closed it all up, and I will show you. I actually have made some beautiful labeling, because as I always say, eye appeal is buy appeal. My beautiful old dad would have said that, because my dad was very smart, and he used to say people often don't even smell it, they just see the picture and love it. And I mean, look, that's me. I swear that is so me, because I see it and go, oh, that's pretty, I want it. And we're all a little bit the same. So all I do here is I've literally just got my sticker that I've made, and I make all these on Canva, as many of you know. So put a little crease line at the side, it just looks neat. And then we're just going to wrap that over, and then basically that's what they're going to get. So if you can't afford packaging, which many of us can't, this is something that you could do, and it makes it look beautiful, doesn't it? And now we're just going to pop it in, and I think it's going to absolutely just fit like a glove. So everything's going to fit perfect in there. And then I'm going to just put a couple little bio peanuts. So if it doesn't fit exact, you want this to be super tight. So I suggest putting some little bio peanuts in there. We're going to tick that off. We know it's done. And I always give everybody a bit of a gift. So we're going to just get a couple little soaps to pop in there as a gift. Now, do remember, everyone, still put a label on, even if it's just a giveaway. Mine say sample and have all the information on. So we will pop that in there, and one of these in there as well. And like I said, so we've got those, and then I'm just going to put a few bio peanuts in here. Or, you could put whatever. You can even just screw up some paper and push it in there as well, which I often do. But I think I have some peanuts, so let me find them. We'll pop them in there. So here are my bio peanuts. They're pretty cheap. I also get these from Stanley Packaging. As I said before, I get a lot of things from there. They are honestly, if you're in Australia, they are one of the cheapest for packaging solutions. I mean, they don't do printing and things like that, but they do definitely do things like this, you know, all of just the plain boxes that you can get, and wraps and things like that. So now that is done. Now here is the fun bit. So usually what I do is I get their order. I'll write a little note on there for them. And of course I have to be a bit careful so no one sees anything. So I usually just say thank you with a bit of a love heart. I will get ready for that, but I usually pop that on top. So with this, I literally just get the first two, then this is the second two. So you can see here, like, it already looks neat with all the paper, and then of course we're going to put our beautiful paper over the top. And lots of people have said to me they really feel excited opening it. They feel like it's a bit of a present for them for saving to get something nice. And a lot of people don't buy themselves heaps of nice things. So you can see that's really nice. Then I just have these little thank you stickers. And you can see they're just like a little thank you sticker. You can get them anywhere. You can even get them at your local office suppliers. They're nothing special. And there you go. That's what it's going to look like. And like I said, we're going to just pop the order form on there and then a card. So these are the cards that I give. So this one, it doesn't have a discount code or anything like that. Now, I talked about this in a number of videos. If you start giving lots of discount codes and all of these things, it really does cheapen your business if you want to have a luxury item. Like, I do want my item to be a luxury item, but I also want people of, you know, any situation to be able to buy it. So I still do have things that are $9 that someone can buy, you know, right up to $30, $40, $50. And I think that is affordable. But I also don't want my brand known as just a discount brand. And when I first started, like everyone, I discounted things. I thought, oh, if I do really big sales, I'll get more orders. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had more orders since not doing discounts. And I think a lot of it is people see that this is a really beautiful product, that they're going to save some money, buy themselves something. Even if they're just buying themselves an $18 cream, they've had to save $18 to buy that. And then that's just a little bit of luxury for themselves. So don't be tempted to keep giving discounts and things like that. As many people know, I have one discount a year. That is my mid-year discount. And that is going to always be in August. And that was my dad's birthday. So that will always be Barry's sale. And because my dad's name was Barry, and you know, he absolutely loved the idea of building your own business, no matter how small you are, no matter what you can afford, whether you you know, are underprivileged, overprivileged, because as he said, you can make one product at a time and sell it if you really need to. So anyway, like I said, that's what I usually do. So on here, I'm just going to write them a little note. I'll pop it to the side because I don't want to show everything I write to them because I think that's a bit personal. And I don't write the same thing to everyone either. I really do generally write something lovely for them to be able to read. We have written that. I'm just going to pop that inside, and as you can see, you know, it looks beautiful when they open it. Then we're just going to close this up, and then the last thing I do is go over to Australia Post. On their website, I do everything on their site, and the Australia Post website, I use the business section of it, because depending on what you send, you'll get different discounts, and those discounts can really add up. They can be quite significant over time. So I'm going to put some sticky tape on it, and then we'll pop this into the pink bags, and I'll show you a little bit about that as well. So I use these pink bags as well, and these pink bags that I'm using are from Stanley Packaging. Once again, this is the larger bag. They have like small, medium, large, and it will fit, like I said, the 29 centimeter box. It pretty much honestly fits it perfect. If you sell jumpers, aprons, anything like that, it will fit that in it as well. And then you can see that's basically what they're going to get, and then I'm just going to stick the label on there. So I hope this has been super helpful for you to understand how I actually package, a bit of my process, and so on. Like, obviously I've done it super slow so everyone can see, but usually within 5 minutes I've got it all packaged up and ready to go. And on the other side of my bench I have several boxes sitting there ready to be sent off as well. So I hope you've loved this. Like I said, make sure you give me a massive thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our gorgeous little channel so you can see all the fun stuff that we do on here. See you next time, everyone. Bye.